Are you also feeling that you don't love your girlfriend anymore? As the seeds of doubt took root, the initial phase was marked by subtle shifts in the emotional landscape of our relationship. Small moments, once illuminated by love's glow, now seemed to cast faint shadows of uncertainty. The laughter that once echoed with joy acquired a muted quality, and the warmth that characterized our connection began to cool. The journey into this uncertainty prompted a retrospective examination of our relationship's trajectory. I found myself revisiting the milestones and shared experiences, searching for clues to decipher the shifting dynamics. It was not a sudden revelation, but a gradual realization that the love that once felt effortless had become entangled with questions and hesitations. The moments of doubt manifested in seemingly mundane events. A quiet dinner became an opportunity for introspection, each shared silence pregnant with unspoken concerns. Conversations, once filled with shared dreams and laughter, now carried an undercurrent of hesitation. I started questioning the authenticity of my emotions, wondering whether the love that had once been a cornerstone of our connection still thrived within me. Attempts to articulate these feelings proved challenging. The fear of causing hurt or disappointment led me to silence my internal dialogue, burying the burgeoning doubts beneath a facade of normalcy. However, the emotional discord persisted, surfacing in subtle gestures and fleeting glances that betrayed the unrest within. The second part of this unfolding story is marked by a growing acknowledgement that the landscape of emotions within me had undergone a transformation. It was not a declaration of absence of love, but a recognition that its contours had changed, leaving me grappling with questions about the nature and sustainability of our connection. As the journey into uncertainty continued, the need for clarity and understanding became more pressing, setting the stage for the exploration of deeper emotions and the potential resolutions that lay ahead. The complications within the story began to intensify as the shadows of doubt deepened. The turning point, the event that ignited the simmering uncertainty into an emotional fire, unfolded during a weekend getaway we had planned together. In anticipation of a rejuvenating escape, we embarked on a journey to a picturesque destination. The setting, designed for tranquility and shared joy, became the backdrop for an unforeseen challenge to our relationship. The atmosphere intended for relaxation instead amplified the undercurrents of emotional unrest. As we explored the scenic surroundings, I couldn't escape the palpable tension that had replaced the usual harmony. The usual laughter felt strained, and the shared silences became laden with unspoken words. The weight of uncertainty hung in the air, casting a cloud over what was supposed to be an idyllic retreat. The breaking point came during a spontaneous moment by the seaside. In a setting that should have fostered connection, we found ourselves in a heated argument that echoed the emotional discord we had been suppressing. The disagreement, fueled by unresolved tensions and pent-up frustrations, laid bare the widening gap in our perspectives and desires. In the aftermath of the confrontation, the emotional exhaustion was palpable. The event acted as a catalyst, forcing me to confront the undeniable truth that the love I once felt had become entangled with complexities and unmet needs. The once clear path forward now seemed shrouded in uncertainty. This marked a pivotal moment in the narrative, transforming the subtle doubts into a blazing fire of introspection. The clarity that emerged from the argument forced me to acknowledge the emotional distance that had grown between us. It prompted me to confront the question, head-on. Are you also feeling that you don't love your girlfriend anymore? The complications escalated as the realization sank in, and the events that followed this turning point would shape the trajectory of our relationship in ways I had never imagined. The journey into the heart of this emotional storm continued, fraught with challenges and self-discovery, as I grappled with the consequences of the fiery revelation that unfolded during that fateful seaside encounter. The narrative took an unexpected turn during a routine trip to the shopping mall, an ostensibly mundane setting that unfolded into a crucial event, further complicating the emotional landscape of our relationship. As we strolled through the bustling mall, the usual joy in shared activities felt muted. The window displays, once a source of light-hearted conversation, now served as a backdrop to the unspoken tensions that lingered between us. The weight of unaddressed concerns seemed to intensify with each step, transforming a simple outing into a stage for a deeper exploration of our emotions. The turning point occurred in a clothing store, where we aimlessly browsed through racks of garments. What began as a casual shopping excursion morphed into a moment of reckoning when we stumbled upon a display of couple-centric merchandise. The sight of affectionate couples adorned in matching outfits became a stark reminder of the emotional chasm that had developed within our own relationship. As my eyes scanned the display, I couldn't escape the poignant realization that our connection had deviated from the harmonious unity symbolized by those matching ensembles. Instead of shared laughter and shared choices, we stood apart in a silent acknowledgement of the growing distance. The event crystallized the awareness that the love that once thrived in shared moments had transformed into a collection of fractured fragments. The merchandise acted as a visual metaphor, highlighting the contrast between the curated images of happiness and the complex reality we grappled with. Amidst the colorful fabrics and romantic imagery, the silent communication between us became increasingly pronounced. It was as if the garments on display were mirroring the complexities of our relationship, each piece representing a facet of the emotional puzzle we were struggling to solve. This event served as a poignant reflection of the unspoken dynamics that lingered beneath the surface. It fueled a sense of urgency to confront the growing emotional chasm and prompted a cascade of questions about the viability of our relationship. As we exited the store, the weight of unresolved emotions bore down on us, further complicating the narrative and leaving the lingering question, "Are you also feeling that you don't love your girlfriend anymore?" hanging in the air. Let's get the story somewhat to present. I am a first-year college student who is new to dating and relationships, so please bear with me. I began dating my first girlfriend a year ago next month, and while it began as something special, I can hardly stand her anymore. I never dated throughout high school, and I have always been a very shy person who does not initiate in social situations, but last summer I met my current girlfriend at a college music program, and we quickly hit it off. We began dating after knowing each other for only a few weeks, and problems began to rise after the first few months of dating. It is to the point where she is an entirely different person than what she was when we met, and I am beginning to resent her. I want to break up with her, but I don't want to be alone. I understand that this is a selfish idea, but it is simply how I feel. I struggle with being social, and I am very insecure about my appearance. If I end the relationship, I don't think there will be anyone else out there for me, at least for a while. I don't know if I will be happier alone, or in a relationship I hate. While I have felt this for the past few months, I have recently become friendly with a girl that I work with. I am a counselor at a 3-week summer camp, where I work with a girl that I have really gotten along with over the past week. While my current relationship has left me depressed, every time I talk with this girl, I can't help but feel happy. She is so approachable, funny, and incredibly beautiful. I want to leave my current relationship to try to start something new with this girl, and the very idea of it lifts me out of my depressive moods. Some of my co-workers have pointed out that she may be flirting with me, but I am very blind to flirting, and I am not sure if she is just friendly or if she really likes me. I want to be with her, but I don't know what to do. How would I ask for her number or invite her to go do something outside of work and not come off as weird? It has been stressing me out because there is only a week left of camp, and I don't want to lose this opportunity of happiness. If I interpreted her actions wrong and she was never flirting with me, I may be seen as a creep and make her uncomfortable. I don't know if this is even worth perusing either, as I fear the idea that if it does work out between us, in a year I may feel the same way about her as I do my current girlfriend. I don't know what to do. My brother, who also works at this camp, has encouraged me to peruse this girl that I work with because he sees how happy I am around her, and while I know that is what I want, I remain lost in this situation. In the midst of my tangled emotions and conflicting thoughts, the final week at camp unfolded, bringing both a sense of urgency and a unique opportunity for resolution. I decided to seize the chance and express my feelings to the girl I had connected with, understanding that the weight of uncertainty was becoming unbearable. Approaching her outside the structured camp activities, I mustered the courage to suggest grabbing a coffee or going for a walk once the camp concluded. To my delight, she responded with a warm smile and agreed. The prospect of spending time together outside of the camp setting filled me with a mix of excitement and nervous anticipation. As the week progressed, our interactions became more frequent and meaningful. it was evident that the connection I felt was reciprocated. Subtle gestures and shared laughter hinted at a growing bond that extended beyond the boundaries of our work at the camp. On the last day of camp, we found ourselves enjoying a quiet moment together. It was then that I decided to express my feelings more explicitly. With honesty and vulnerability, I shared the complexities of my current relationship and the emotional turmoil I had been wrestling with. To my surprise, she was not only understanding but also supportive. In a moment of clarity, I realized that pursuing happiness didn't have to be at the expense of others. My newfound connection at camp wasn't just a temporary escape from my current relationship. It represented a genuine opportunity for growth and happiness. Following the camp, I decided to have an open and honest conversation with my current girlfriend. I explained my feelings, acknowledging the changes in both of us, and expressing the need for individual growth. Although the conversation was difficult, it paved the way for a mutual understanding that the relationship had run its course. With the support of friends, family, and the newfound connection from camp, I entered a period of self-discovery. The process was not without challenges, but the freedom to explore my interests, embrace new friendships, and focus on personal growth brought a sense of liberation. Months passed, and the initial uncertainties transformed into a newfound sense of confidence and contentment. I maintained a strong friendship with the girl from camp, and over time, it blossomed into a deeper connection built on mutual respect and shared values. The story that began with uncertainty and the fear of being alone had evolved into a narrative of self-discovery, growth, and the pursuit of genuine happiness. The lessons learned from navigating the complexities of relationships paved the way for a positive ending, proving that sometimes embracing change can lead to unexpected joy and fulfillment. As the weeks passed after camp, my life underwent a series of transformations. The newfound connection with the girl from camp evolved into a genuine friendship, and I found myself navigating the delicate balance between untangling from my current relationship and exploring this blossoming connection. However, life has a way of intertwining paths when we least expect it. It wasn't long before my first girlfriend caught wind of the growing friendship between me and the girl from camp. The revelation came as a shock, and the ensuing conversation was far from easy. One evening, as we sat across from each other, the air heavy with unspoken tension, she broached the subject. "I've noticed you've been spending a lot of time with her," she said, her tone a mix of curiosity and concern. The realization that my actions had not gone unnoticed hung between us. I took a deep breath, attempting to navigate the conversation with honesty and sensitivity. Explaining the nature of my connection with the girl from camp, I emphasized the platonic foundation of our friendship. I acknowledged the challenges in our relationship and my need for personal growth, careful not to cast blame or ignite unnecessary conflict. The conversation was a delicate dance of emotions, revealing the complexities of untangling from a relationship that had run its course. My first girlfriend grappled with a mix of understanding and hurt, emotions that mirrored my own internal struggles. In the aftermath, we both took time to reflect on the situation. The process was difficult, marked by moments of sadness and introspection. Yet, as the dust settled, it became evident that the disclosure had opened a door for honest communication and a mutual acknowledgement of the need for change. The separation wasn't without its challenges, but it also allowed for individual growth and self-discovery. We both embarked on separate journeys, learning valuable lessons from the complexities of relationships and the inevitable evolution of personal paths. As the chapters of this story unfolded, the initial fears of being alone evolved into a newfound sense of independence and the joy of authentic connections. The girl from camp remained a steadfast friend throughout the process, offering support and understanding as we navigated the complexities of untangling from past relationships. The story continued to unfold with a conversational cadence, a testament to the ebb and flow of life's intricacies. In the end, the disclosure and subsequent changes laid the groundwork for positive transformations, highlighting the resilience of the human spirit in the face of uncertainty and the pursuit of genuine happiness. As the chapters of my evolving story unfolded, life continued to throw unexpected twists and turns my way. Navigating the complexities of untangling from my first relationship and exploring a new connection at camp brought with it a set of challenges I hadn't anticipated. Amidst the emotional roller coaster, My first girlfriend and I decided to take a break, allowing both of us the space to grow individually. This period of separation, while necessary, introduced a unique set of challenges. It wasn't just about redefining our relationship status, but also about confronting the void left by the absence of a familiar presence. During this time, I found solace in the genuine friendship that had blossomed with the girl from camp. Yet, life has a way of throwing curveballs just when you think you've found your footing. My first girlfriend, struggling with the idea of me forming a connection with someone new, confronted me with a mix of emotions ranging from hurt to confusion. Conversations became a delicate dance of reassurance and understanding. Navigating the terrain of emotions required patience, empathy, and a commitment to honesty. It wasn't just about the complexities of my evolving connections, but also about addressing the insecurities that surfaced on both sides. The weeks turned into months, and as the dust settled, an unexpected transformation occurred. My first girlfriend and I, having explored our individual paths, discovered a renewed sense of respect and understanding for each other. The break allowed us to appreciate the positive aspects of our shared history and recognize the personal growth that had transpired. Simultaneously, my connection with the girl from camp deepened into a meaningful friendship that defied the initial fears and uncertainties. The fear of repeating the patterns from my first relationship gradually faded as the new friendship evolved organically, rooted in shared interests and mutual support. The complexities of the situation highlighted the resilience of the human spirit in navigating the intricacies of relationships. It wasn't a seamless journey, but it was one marked by growth, self-discovery, and a deepening appreciation for the intricacies of human connections. In a surprising twist of fate, my first girlfriend and I found ourselves on a path of reconciliation. The lessons learned during the period of separation laid the foundation for a more mature and understanding relationship. It wasn't about erasing the past, but acknowledging it and using those lessons to build a stronger connection. As the story reached its resolution, the once daunting question of whether I'd be happier alone or in a relationship I hated transformed into a realization. I could be content in a relationship that embraced growth and allowed for the ebb and flow of individual journeys. The happy ending wasn't about the fairy tale notion of perfection, but about embracing imperfections, learning from mistakes, and finding joy in the evolving narrative of life. The complexities that once seemed insurmountable had become threads woven into the fabric of a story that celebrated the resilience of the human heart and the transformative power of genuine connections. This was sent to us anonymously. Send your story to us to get featured, subscribe to Tell Me, and stay tuned.